We're back, and I want to say thanks to the French Quarters Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. We're here with Gilbert Gottfried, and Jim Norton is here for Artie tonight. Artie is sick. Gilbert, we were just talking about the Olympics. You said you're not that into watching the Olympics.
We've learned that Jim Norton likes to look at quiet little men at parties.
I certainly do.
Exactly.
I live for it. a nebbishy man in chinos really fills me up.
If he has pictures of Wally Cox all over his wall.
Well, you know, I heard that he and Brando had quite a friendship. So.
Which is a scary thing to envision.
That is the rumor, though, right?
Yeah, that Marlon Brando and Wally Cox.
Wally Cox was, I know the name. Didn't he do Underdog or something?
He was the voice, yeah.
Okay.
There's no need to fear Underdog. And he looked like, basically, what the voice sounded like. He was like, you know, short and bald and scrawny with big glasses and...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how did Brando become a friend of Wally Cox?
He liked quiet little men sitting.
Singles them out at the party.
He wanted to show Underdog who was boss. And apparently he did. There's a sexual rumor.
Oh, a sexual rumor?
Yes, there's a very famous picture that appears to be, let's just say, one man enjoying a cigar, if you will, which was attached to another gentleman. Yeah, and that's what they said, that there was a very famous photo that they think was him and was the two of them, but he has never been proven.
Okay, so, which one was smoking the cigar?
That's a great question. Yeah. I believe it was supposed to be Brando. I believe, but I've seen the photo and I couldn't tell. It was kind of a blurry, weird picture.
Because I mean, Wally Cox was really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think it was Brando was in the picture, but you can't tell. Believe me, because I looked at it long and hard, and you cannot. I hoped against hope.
Oh, it's fascinating. For anything perverse and sexual, like you are on top of it, Jim.
Well, but I don't know for years. That's more.
You've seen the actual picture.
Sure, that's more of a movie trivia thing, though. You know, because I just love Brando's work. I mean, that was more of than a sexual thing. That was much more of an iconic guy. You know, doing that.
Well, I had never heard that ever.
Yeah.
Had you heard that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I heard they were like living together at one point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a whole thing.
Yeah.
You get bored. I heard that Miles Davis, someone said, again, these are rumors. Someone said Sammy Davis tried a little...
I heard that rumor, too, yeah.
Because he got bored of all the sex and that there was a girl doing something with a guy, and Sammy goes, let me dig on that. And, that was the rumor. And it didn't bother... I was like, maybe if you're that famous and you get that many girls once in a while, you just...
Yeah, and Mick Jagger too, right?
Yeah, and David Bowie. I heard that's the rumor.
David Bowie.
Well, I mean, when you look at that video of the two of them together, dancing in the street.
Right.
I mean, that's totally gay.
Yeah, a delightful song though. I mean, a real hard-hitting song.
David Bowie could almost look pretty though. He could pull that off.
Yeah.
You know, in his day. So in a way, for Mick, it's almost not quite there.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, because David Bowie was a delight. He was like a young Ellen. If you remember what Ellen looked like when she did stand-up. She had the short hair, nice broad shoulders, like a very 80s jacket.
As opposed to now, where she's so effeminate.
Yeah, I know. She really has gone the other way.
Ellen DeGeneres and Rosie O'Donnell, I mean, what's shocking to me is that how many people were shocked when they came out. Like, how could you think they were anything else?
Right.
Well, they played Rosie for a while, though, on her show. And I guess it was the daytime day part, the talk show. But she would like, Tom Cruise is a cutie patootie. Like, she kind of went that route.
Yeah.
Maybe comedians notice just because you hang out with somebody after.
Yeah.
Like, I heard Moms Mabley. Whoopi did a special on her. And when you see Moms Mabley, I heard that, it was kind of common knowledge. Like, she would wear like a man's shirt or whatever. So people in the business kind of knew, but people outside had no idea.
But, I mean, Ellen DeGeneres with her man's haircut and man's suits and tough attitude.
Yeah, maybe if you look closer, you might go, oh, okay, I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever cross paths with them, like doing stand-up?
No, I don't know Ellen. I saw Rosie last week, actually, at a UFC event. She's a big Uriah Faber fan, so we said hello.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's front row at the UFC.
So you get to go to all those too?
I love the UFC.
So do I, man.
Yeah, I go to.
I think that's the most fun to watch sports-wise. Well, it's right there. I think it's going to pass football.
Curling
in
is
the
really
next 20
fun. I
years.
like curling.
Curling. You know what? I just got into that. This is the Olympics
Yes.
that we were talking about. You don't watch it.
I don't know. I
But
never followed
curling
sports.
Is almost not a sport, so it might be up your alley. It's nearly not a sport.
And I was
But
kidding
it's
to say
fun.
I like it. I hate it.
Shane loves it. Shane adores
It
it.
should be called one guy makes a mess, two guys clean it.
But it's the
Well,
one
Dan
Olympic
was
sport
saying-
that you could like.
I
Any
think
of us
that's
right now
called
could get into it.
felching.
Yeah.
Not quite an Olympic sport yet.
I'll explain that one during the break.
Yes.
Oh boy. You know what that is?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's an old dance.
Do you know what that is, Mike?
Guess though. I'm guessing.
I didn't hear what you guys said. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just
Never mind.
Yeah.
No, it's
yeah.
it's okay.
That's all right. Just think of enjoying a milkshake.
Is it strawberry or vanilla? I love either one.
Oh, all right.
More vanilla.
More vanilla if you're lucky, but could be strawberry under the wrong circumstances.
They'll be able to see that. Jim, they'll be able to see that at your Valentine's Day show at the Borgata, right?
Yes, they will on my late show Saturday, which still has tickets available. My delightful explanation, my radio friendly explanation. That beverage.
Go ahead.
The show I was going to plug on
Yeah?
this show was already canceled
No.
because of snow.
At the Pegasus
yeah.
on Valentine's Day, they canceled
Yeah,
it.
they canceled it. So I brought my date book along because I don't have an iPhone.
Why? Are you not a
Yeah,
tech
why
guy?
not?
I'll see what else I have.
Wait, you have hold on. You have the White Plains Performing Arts Center March 15th.
I guess.
Yeah.
I have, gonna be in Seminole Casino in
Seminole? What is
Raleigh, Florida. Fort Myers,
What date?
Seminole.
Seminole?
Seminole.
Yeah, Seminole.
Casino on April 1st.
Ah.
How come you don't have an iPhone? Do you not like?
I wish I forgot my phone.
What's the
I
word for
have
that?
a-
Luddite?
I have
You're a Luddite?
flip phone. That
Now?
Yes.
Why is that a financial issue, or you
No,
just?
no, I don't know. I just never. It took me the longest time to get that phone.
Are you a
Really?
computer guy? Email? Do you like that stuff?
Can understand computers. Yeah,
Okay, well,
not
that's
well.
that's what
I mean, I
that's
could
what an
send-
iPhone is.
Yeah,
You could upgrade so easily.
yeah. I'm waiting right now. The minute this one breaks, then I'll have to. I don't think they even make the flip ones anymore.
They don't.
No.
They don't. They're in
Yeah. No.
museums. How long? How long have you had that?
Oh God, a long time. And I'll be at the Villa Roma in Jersey, Calicon, Jersey, White Plains Performing Arts Center on the 15th of March, and Laugh Boston. What, I guess in Boston.
So how
But
many
the
years have you had that
Pegasus is
phone? More than
canceled.
2 years?
Oh yeah.
More than 4?
Because they started
I
making
don't-
flip phones in like '97.
Yes.
2 phones already I put in the washing machine.
And they broke.
Yeah.
Well, when that
yeah.
happens, you just went right back out and found
Yeah,
a
found another
1997 model.
another crappy phone where
Wow.
I look like one of the Flintstones if they had a cell phone.
Yeah, see, it makes life easier if you can just consolidate everything into one of these. You really should try it.
And then I would have to be able to see my
So you don't text at all.
no.
You've
no,
never texted?
No.
Wow.
Well, you could talk into it. Now they have Siri. You could just speak into it.
Yeah, and you can dictate. You can say
I'm like talking to
text-
a caveman.
Yeah,
here.
you can say text Jim. I want to meet you now that you found me in the corner, sitting silently by myself.
Yes. Yes.
And boom.
You look
and
very quiet. You look like a
You can
quiet
send
little
that.
man sitting in the corner.
Yes.
May I please?
With a supple, hairless stomach. I'd love to come make boat noises on your belly button with my mouth.
After
you
I
go.
get through beating Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Wow.
We've learned a lot this evening.
Yeah.
But I like quiet woman too, though, guys. It's a nice lady to.
Now, when are you saying woman? You like
Ladies.
quiet woman
Let's
or
go for
women?
ladies. Woman.
Woman?
Like
you mean like
W-I-M-E-N.
women?
Yes.
Women.
Yes.
You like quiet women
Well, nice girls are really cool.
and
you know?
angry, aggressive women.
I
both.
like a nice lady. It's kind
Sounds
of
like you
brand
just
new.
like women
You like lesbians.
across the board. Is that
You would
true,
like
Mike?
a big, tough lesbian with a crew cut.
Gilbert, I got the perfect woman for me. I loved you in the movie Problem Child with that hot Italian girl that got the meatball spilled on her.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That's my type of lady.
Oh,
Who
she's,
is
now
this
she was
girl?
actually hot
Problem
looking.
child?
Yeah. I love Gilbert.
Who was the
Huge
woman?
fan.
Who was the woman?
I forget her name now, but yes, she was.
Italian girl that
yeah,
had
the girl
meatballs
in that
spilled on.
scene, she was like model.
She's
pretty.
smoking hot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it was a scene where there's a meatball pizza fight. It's a very intellectual film. And a meatball's supposed to land in her cleavage. And I was the one saying to the director, you know what? I think it would be really funny if I reached in between her breasts and took the meatball out. And he thought this was such a brilliant, like me using my comic brilliance
Yeah.
to make the film better. And I kept offering, I was a little off. Can we do that again? So we must have did it like 50 times.
You're copping feels?
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
boy.
shoving my fingers between her breasts.
Do you have a good rap with women?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're funny, though. You make them laugh.
See, I just wrote an article in Playboy.
Yeah.
Called something like "I Want a Man with a Sense of Humor." I want a man who's. It's in the January-February issue, the one with Kate Moss on the cover, and because I think that's bull. Whenever women say they want a guy with a
Oh,
sense
really?
of humor.
You haven't found that to be true.
Yeah, I think if it's a guy they already want to have sex with, then they could say, "Oh, he's so funny."
Right.
Yeah.
So you feel
Yeah.
like if the humor is there and that's it.
Well, it's like Rod Stewart. He was going out with that model Rachel Hunter. And she was like a top model at the time. And she said in an interview, Rod Stewart is living proof that a guy can laugh you into bed. And I'm saying, yeah, and also he's the richest, most famous rock star on the planet.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. He laughed her into bed, but he also rocked her into bed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think I'm sexied her into bed? We're having a party her into bed. He's a rock star.
And I mentioned in the article too that, and this is absolutely true. I was one time talking to this girl, and she was saying to me, "Oh, I love Jerry Seinfeld. He's the funniest guy on the planet. I just cry when I hear him. He's so funny." And I said, "Would you, bleep Jerry Seinfeld?" And she goes, "No." She goes, "Just because I think he's funny doesn't mean I'll go to bed with him." And I said, "Well, what guys do you find? What do you find sexy?" And without a beat, she says, "A sense of humor."
No irony at all.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Not realizing,
Wow.
it's like Pavlov's dog.
She thinks they say that because a woman will think, well, okay, I don't seem as kind of as whorish if I like a
not
guy's
as shallow.
personality, right?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
That's good for you.
Well,
I
that
hope you
is
scream better.
enlightening. So
Yeah.
you wrote an article about that. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
It's in
It's in the
Playboy from
yeah,
last month.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, good for you. All right. So you're plugging the White Plains Performing Arts Center March 15th.
I guess.
Pegasus February 14th is canceled. But hey, it's great having you on, Gilbert.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The delightful Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Delightful.
You're a delight.
Yes,
It was a
I'm
delight.
delightful. I'm a delightful, quiet little man.
Yes, you're a
Secretly quiet. Yeah.
delicious, delightful
Yes.
little treat.
Maybe we could hit each other when we go off the air.
I'd like that. I'd like to pick you up like a
Slap
Hummel and just hold you.
I'll enjoy watching that during the commercial. Come back.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.